Two signs exist that suggest you both are terrified of loving one another, even though you already do. Sometimes love does not show up with a loud bang. It does not hit your door or display a bright sign that says, "I am here." Often, love is a whisper, light and simple, so soft that you nearly convince yourself it is not present. You notice it in quick looks, in those tiny instances when your hands touch and neither of you moves away. It does not feel like a movie plot. And it surely does not look like the childhood fairy tales we remember. It is quiet, nearly hidden, and that is why it is so simple to miss and so hard to define. This type of love looks like long gaps. It looks like worrying before sending a chat or a break in talk when neither of you wants to reveal too much. It looks like almost going for coffee, almost admitting your feelings, almost locking fingers. You both sense it. Yet there is a quiet deal to keep things exactly as they are. And yet somehow the bond is certain. You cannot explain why this person is so vital, why their lack of presence is heavier than you thought, or why a basic note from them makes your pulse jump. There is a beat to this calm love, a pull that is better than logic or current life. You do not speak your feelings. They do not either. And yet every deed, every phrase, every shared quiet is filled with something neither of you can truly name. It is messy, yes, but also very lovely. You wonder why it feels so genuine when nothing has happened yet. Why does every talk stay in your mind? Why do their views, their moods, and their joy matter more than they ought to? The answer is hard but kind. You are not scared of each other. You are scared of what loving each other might do, what it might ask for, what it might shift, and what it might show about yourselves that you are not ready to see. Below are two strong signs that you already love each other, even if worry stands at the entrance, telling you to wait. The first sign is how much you notice each other, how tiny facts about them stay in your mind for no reason, how their fun or pain changes your own in ways you did not think were possible. The second sign is how often you find yourself thinking of a life together, a future you are too scared to say out loud, yet cannot stop seeing in your head. Both of these signs show the plain truth. You already love each other, and the fear you feel is just love trying to get through the walls you built. Hello everyone, welcome to Never Give Up. Please remember to subscribe, hit the bell, and pick all because every video can change your mind, test what you thought about love, and show you that often the deepest bonds are the quietest ones. They do not always start with big noise or shows. Sometimes they come softly, kindly, and steadily, until you see that you can no longer ignore what your heart has already known all along. Love does not always yell, but when it whispers, it tells the biggest truth of all. Sign 1. You both hold back, even when the timing is truly right. There are thin, quick moments when everything seems to fit just right. The talk moves easily. The silences feel warm rather than strange. The vibe between you glows with heat, friendship, and closeness. And yet, nothing occurs. No secrets come out. No big moves are made. No hidden line is crossed. Not because the feeling is gone, but because it is too real, too deep to risk blindly. Weak liking leads to fast acts, making people move without thinking. But when love starts to grow, everything shifts. Words feel heavy, acts feel final, and one wrong move seems able to break the soft bond you are both making. In these times, you both slow down. Every text is fixed and fixed again. Every word is weighed against what might happen next. You play talks in your head over and over, checking tone, timing, and goal. You stop yourself from saying what your heart already knows, not from a lack of want, but from a big need to save the soft bond. Fear hides inside the silence. It is not fear of loving, but fear of losing, of showing your soft side only to be left alone. It is the worry of opening a door that might never shut again. So instead of risking all in one fast move, you pick careful control, waiting hidden as distance. They do the same, making a quiet beat of safety that feels both strong and messy. The worry, the careful holding back is the most telling sign of all. If there were no real love, no starting care, this worry would not be there. You would talk freely, act without care, and worry much less. The very act of thinking too much, of weighing every move against the life of your bond, is proof that something deep is at risk. Both of you are standing on the edge of a hidden cliff, pulled toward each other by a power neither can truly stop, quietly waiting for someone else to make the first move. The pull is real. The bond is felt, and the quiet tension sits between you like power, alive and real, even when words stop. Sign 2. You make space but cannot let go. This is perhaps the most odd and confusing sign of all. You do not hunt each other. You do not ask for focus or comfort. Sometimes you pull away on purpose, testing your edge or looking for clarity, and yet neither of you leaves. No matter how much time goes by, how quiet the talk becomes, or how much sense it might make to move on, you stay tied hidden yet truly. Space does not make this bond weak. It shows it. If the feelings were thin or short, the gap would have wiped them out. Instead, they stay, coming back in quiet times, staying at the side of your mind, shocking you with their strength. Even when talking is low, when days or weeks pass without real talk, the heart bond stays. You may tell yourself for a bit that nothing big is going on, yet the truth is different from logic. The feelings are still there, quietly taking up room in your head, coming out when you do not expect it. This twin longing, quiet, unspoken, and calm, shows the depth of the tie. People who truly care sometimes pull away when love feels too big. Space becomes a way to cope, a way to get back control over feelings too strong to face. They do the same. You both make room, yet the heart will not quit what it knows is vital. You miss each other quietly, care hidden, and hope in secret, tied by a bond that will not break under stress. This is not being young in the head. This is being full in the heart. It is the quiet, steady faith that will not fade even when life forces a split. You do not swap each other out. You may try. You might talk to others, distract yourself, fill your days with work, even tell yourself that you are okay. But under the top, the comparison stays. Every meeting, every casual talk, every quick visit is measured against the person who once mattered most. Thoughts go to them at odd times. You wonder how they are, how their days go, whether they think of you too. This kind of tie is not born of mess or worry. It is born of love, waiting calmly, quietly, strongly for grit to show up. Unspoken love has a weight that told love rarely does. Its heaviness is found in being unfinished, in what is left unsaid and not seen. There is no end, no fix, no clear story to help the heart. Instead, it sits quietly in your chest, beating softly, firmly, a sign that some feelings will not be ignored. You see it in night thoughts, in songs that suddenly hit harder than they should, in times when a person is gone and you hurt to fill that spot. This love teaches waiting, but it also tests being brave. It asks not for fast acts, but for truth. Truth with yourself about what you really feel and why you wait. Ask yourself kindly, am I scared of loving them, or am I scared of what that love might ask of me? Am I waiting for a sure thing or a green light? If nothing changed, would I miss staying quiet? Sometimes love does not need fast moves, yet it asks for focus. When two hearts wait, when both are held by fear, time does not wipe out what is there. It only picks who will speak first, who will carry the quiet pain of what might have been. Focus, clarity, and thinking become key tools to handle the hidden weight of a quiet bond. If you are reading this slowly, taking it in, remember the final truth. If both of you did not care, there would be clarity, mess, stress, waiting. All of it stays only where love is present yet held back. When a bond feels deep but not named, safe yet scary, calm yet very strong. It is not made up, it is real. You are both scared yet already in love, standing on other sides of the same quiet truth. Grit has not yet spoken. Fear has not yet been hushed. But the tie, the quiet, firm tie, is real, waiting for someone to cross the gap between wanting and saying. This type of love, the calm, patient, nearly hidden love, is one of the most strong and strange things a person can feel. It does not yell. It does not ask for eyes on it. It does not need big shows or words to exist. Instead, it stays in the corners of your head, in the gaps between your daily talks, and in the tiny, nearly unseen ways you see them, even when they are gone. You feel it in small beats, the way your heart gets tight when their name is said. The way a song can suddenly hit you because it brings them to mind. The way times feel half done without them. It is heavy, not because it is a burden, but because it is very real, and real things need guts to fully take in. When two people share this kind of bond, it makes a strange double life. On one hand, there is heat, friendship, and peace, as if the other person stays in your life as a steady, firm truth. On the other hand, there is control, fear, and the careful check of words and moves. You hold back because love feels too weak to risk being messy. Every look, every word, every quiet has meaning. The risk feels huge, because what is at stake is not just a quick no, but the possible loss of something rare and hard to replace. Feeling full, in this case, is not a mistake. It is a sign of depth. It shows that the heart sees the worth of what it holds and does not act poorly. Space in this kind of bond does not break it. It often shows it. When feelings are thin, being apart ends them easily. But when love is deep and held back, even quiet or being gone cannot wipe it out. Instead, the bond stays, often growing better in the quiet. You find yourself thinking of them when you do not mean to, checking everyone else against the mark set by them, feeling a strange faith even when there is no set tie. You may try to busy yourself, tell yourself that life goes on, and yet the heartstring stays tight and whole. That staying presence is a sign that this is not a normal tie. It is love in its rawest, most patient form. Unsaid love has a weight that said love rarely has. Without an end or clarity, it sits quietly in the chest, often not seen, until a song, a memory, or a flash suddenly brings it up. This love tests waiting because it cannot be moved fast, cannot be forced, and cannot always be named. It teaches focus because it asks for truth with yourself. Are you scared of loving, or are you scared of what love will cost you? Are you waiting for a sure thing, a green light, or the grit to step out? The answers are rarely fast, but the act of thinking deepens the grasp of your heart and readies it for the chance of real words when the time is right. The most lovely yet most painful part of this bond is that both people feel it and often act the same way, each waiting for the other to move first. Fear and love live together in a soft balance. This makes a quiet stress that is rich and very human. Neither is cold, neither is careless, and neither is fully in charge. The waiting, the careful holding back, is the proof of something rare and dear. Love does not always need fast acts, but it does need to be seen. Knowing it is there, seeing its depth, and being honest about your own heart are the first steps toward handling the quiet ache of what could be. In this way, unspoken love is both a test and a gift. It tests, it teaches, and it mostly asks one thing above all. Will you have the grit to let your heart speak before fear picks for you? This love stays because it cannot be easily named or fixed. It lives in times that seem small to the world, but feel huge to you. A text not sent, a note read and read again, a look that stays just a bit too long, a quiet that says more than words ever could. Every meeting is made bigger by the mind and heart, not because the event is strange, but because the heart risks are. You live in a state of high focus, seeing every shift in tone, every pause, every grin or stop, reading between the lines for a point that may or may not be there. This is the weight of unsaid love. It makes the senses sharp. It grows emotion and makes the normal feel great. Even when you try to move on, your heart will not drop this bond. You might meet new people, make busy work, fill your days with acts, and yet your thoughts always go back to them. There is a strange, steady feel to this tie, a hidden string that binds you across time and room. It is not owning nor a dark focus. It is respect for the worth the other holds in your life. You do not replace them. You cannot. Every meeting with someone else is checked. Every feeling is matched. Every laugh and grin is weighed against the quiet, firm mark set by this unsaid love. It is both low and hurt because it shows how much you can care and feel. What makes this love very strong is the pull between fear and wanting. You want closeness, yet fear the cost of being seen. You want the heat of truth, yet wait, worried that being open might be met with a gap or a no. Every step forward feels like it could either fix the bond or break it all. The mind always counts risk, playing scenes, seeing results, and thinking of every side. It is not waiting born of being weak. It is care born of respect. The heart has seen something rare, and it will not bet blindly. It waits, looks, and wonders, hoping for grit to show up, either in you or the other, that will finally let the feeling breathe. Distance and quiet, rather than cutting the bond, often help to make it deeper. When you are apart, you see the ways in which your life slowly or strongly shifts around their lack. Times that would usually pass without notice become filled with wanting and thinking. You recall small facts, play memories, dream of talks, and feel the pain of what could have been. This gap is not a void. It is a room for focus, thinking, and seeing the bond's worth. Love in this shape does not need non-stop care to stay. Its staying power is proof of its depth, and its quiet presence speaks louder than any words ever could. Unsaid love is heavy because it will not be ignored. It asks for truth, grit, and knowing yourself. It asks you to look not just at the feelings, but the walls you have put between yourself and saying them. Are you scared of a no, of being open, of losing the safety of what is already there, even if not named? Are you waiting for the best time, for a sure thing, or for some hidden green light to act? The love itself is patient, but it asks you to face your own waiting and to see if fear or wisdom leads your control. In doing so, it teaches big lessons about trust, being brave, and the quiet power of a bond that waits for hearts brave enough to take it. This love grows in the not seen, in the not noticed, in the quiet spots of life where no one else looks. It is felt in soft looks that stay too long, in a grin that stays in your memory, in the sound of their laugh long after it leaves the room. It lives in the small habits, the thoughts you play in secret, the what-ifs that brush your mind when the world moves too fast to see the beat of your heart. There is a holy weight in this feeling because it cannot be pushed, cannot be rushed, and cannot be fully held by words. It is quiet, yes, but it is alive, moving in the gaps between what is said and what is left out. When two people share this kind of bond, it makes a hidden movement, a nearly unseen dance of feeling and control. Each of you knows the other is there, yet neither dares to step fully out. Every talk, every meeting is full of meaning because the risks are high. There is a steady pull between the wish to move near and the fear of making a mistake, of showing a heart that could be hurt. You think, reflect, and wait, not because the feeling is gone, but because it is holy. Every beat, every thought, every quiet is a sign of the depth of what is shared, even when it is not named. The ache of being apart in this kind of love is not a void, it is focus. Being away lets the mind and heart stretch to see how much being there matters. You see the lack in small daily ways, a coffee drunk alone, a quiet walk, a time meant to be shared but left solo. The mind goes back to memories, plays with chances, sees futures that may or may not be. Yet there is peace in this ache because it is proof of worth. This is not a quick crush. This is love patient enough to wait, strong enough to stay without non-stop proof, soft enough to grow even when not said, and powerful enough to change the way you see yourself and the world. Even the tiniest times are grown. A note read twice, a quick thought, a casual look. These become signs, reminders, and hooks of what stays between you. There is a richness in the unsaid that cannot be copied by words. The heart remembers, the mind stays, and the soul keeps the hidden string that ties two people. It is both a test and a gift, forcing you to look inside while offering deep closeness in its quiet stay. You do not need proof from the world, because the proof is in your own mind, in the steady stay of feeling that will not go even in quiet. Unsaid love is heavy because it has no promises. There is no end, no script, no clear way out. It lives between a chance and waiting, between grit and fear. This stress makes focus sharp and feeling high. Every meeting is measured, every stop thought over, every word picked with care. It is both saving and showing, teaching that love is not just about feeling. It is about duty, focus, and intent. You know the weakness, the risks, and the chance for both loss and joy. You know that acting fast could kill what is holy, but waiting too long risks letting the chance slip away quietly. Even in all of this, there is a strange peace in the steady bond. It does not ask for your focus. It does not need you there, but it stays quietly and firmly. This is a love that does not need a yes to exist. It proves itself in being gone, in wanting, in the hidden string that keeps hearts tied across room and time. You start to see that this kind of bond is rare. It is not casual. It is not quick. It is not thin. It is deep, calm, quiet, and lasting. And while it asks for grit, it also gives a great sense of knowing. Knowing that what stays between you is real, big, and very human. This love is patient in a way that most people cannot grasp. It waits in the quiet times, in the spots where life moves on without a look. It lives in the gap between talks, in the shortest eye contact, in the soft grasp that passes without words. It is not loud, but it is firm. It does not ask, but it does not fade. The heart knows what it feels even if the lips cannot say it. You see it in yourself, the way your thoughts go to them without a plan, the way you feel a pull toward them when your day is otherwise full, the way their being there or being gone moves the heartbeat of your life. This is a love that cannot be wiped out by logic or being away because it lives in the quiet spots of the soul. The beauty of this love is that it teaches depth. It forces you to think. It asks you to grasp not just your feelings but the feelings of the other and the soft play between want and fear. You become aware of small things, see the hidden feelings, and feel the beats of the bond. Every grin, every stop, every word that passes between you is full of point because you see the risks. There is no fast rush here. There is careful focus. The heart is careful because it knows what is at risk. A rare, dear bond that cannot easily be swapped. In its control, the love becomes stronger, better, and more lasting. This love is also shown by wanting, the quiet, nearly unseen ache of wishing without pushing. It is the knowing that what stays is dear, weak, and worth saving. You feel it in the gaps between meetings, the stop in the day when a thought of them comes up, the sudden memory that brings a sharp pinch of what if, the way music, spots, or even the smell of something known can bring them back. It is not pain born of regret. It is strength born of worth. This wanting makes focus sharp, makes the heart smart, and grows waiting. It teaches that love is not just an act. It is focus, care, and respect for the bond that stays even without a word. There is a puzzle here. The nearer you feel, the more you wait. The more the heart hurts, the more carefully you walk. Each step towards saying it is measured against the chance of loss. Every word is thought over, every move checked. Fear of being open does not make love less. It makes it deep. It turns strength into focus, want into respect. You learn to handle not just what you feel, but what happens if you act on it. In this careful deal between grit and control, the love becomes almost holy. You see that its power is not in being fast, but in staying, being soft and deep. Even the quiet is part of the talk of this bond. Words are not always needed because the feel of the heart is already there. Sometimes the quiet speaks louder than any talk ever could. Each look, each stop, each unsaid feeling builds a bridge of grasp that is hidden to the world, but very real to you. It is in this quiet that you feel the weight, the faith, the steady feel, and the waiting that show your bond. Unsaid love grows in this middle spot between saying it and holding back, making depth, closeness, and a kind of heart richness that is rare and hard to replace. If you found worth in this video, take a second to show your help. Hit that like button. It is a small move, but it helps us know that this note fits with you. Share this video with someone who might need to hear it today. Someone handling the quiet, strong, unsaid feelings of love and bond. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you never miss a bit of view that can shift the way you see yourself, your ties, and the world around you. Every view, every share, every sub helps us keep making stuff that leads, helps, and shows you that you are never alone in what you feel.